Hey, you guys. This is Paul Lutheran here, your ordinary Lutheran North Country guy, and I've come to talk to you today because we're in this together to try and get wisdom, eh? And so today we are in Proverbs chapter 16, and I've chosen a couple of verses to look at with you here. So I'm not sure if I am really quite up for or qualified to talk about these verses, but I'm going to do the best I can. Okay? So here they are, verses 18 and 19. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. That's 18. And 19. It is better to be of a lowly spirit among the poor than to divide the spoil with the proud. So first of all, I think this first verse is the one that we get our saying, pride goes before the fall from. I think they took this verse and sort of shortened it into that, even though it says pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before the fall. So that's something. And so sometimes when we are going along full of ourselves, then that is setting us up for trouble. There's the saying that Jesus makes in the New Testament that those who exalt themselves or lift themselves up will be abased, they will be taken down, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. And so we can remember that here. That's part of what this tells us. And better to be lowly spirit among the poor than to divide the spoil among the proud. I think that it's saying that there are things that are more important than winning. There are things that are more important than riches and having a lot of stuff. There are things that are more important than power. And sometimes when we go after power too strongly, what happens is we don't really have power because we are just enslaved to whatever it is that we got so worked up about getting our hands on. And so humility is, I wish I could say it with better experience than I really can, but humility is a more fun way to live, even if you don't have as much stuff or as much power or get your way all the time. So we need to talk about pride, though, because people think that pride is uh, maybe that you just have a really high opinion of yourself, and that humility is that you have a really low opinion of yourself. And I think it's different from that. I think that pride is to have an inaccurate way of talking about yourself. It's falsehood. And humility is to speak truly about yourself. And truly about yourself includes that you are very, very, very valuable because God says so, and don't argue with God. But on the other hand, it admits that you're a sinner and that you need grace. And so there's humility there. And there are some people that say that they're just terrible and awful and no good. And you get the idea that there must be some pride there because they still talk about themselves so much. And I think humility is different. I think when we are humble, we aren't thinking so much about ourselves. We're thinking about God and about other people, which is the way God is. God has given Jesus Christ, and talk about humility. So if we are Christians who want to follow after Jesus, then we should remember Jesus' kind of humility and to think about other people more than we're thinking about ourselves. Something like that. It's the best I can do. But I'm glad that you let me talk to you. Thank you for listening. And get wisdom, eh? We're working on this together. I hope I see you next time.